Eddie Gilbert going against Scotty the Body. Scotty, impressive in his first appearance here. He's stepping up in caliber just a little bit this week, Dave.
Boy, he sure is. Having to face none other than Eddie Gilbert. Yeah, now look at Gilbert. Yeah, he's got it under control. He's feeling good, ready to go. Still calling himself the king. Yeah.
And that companion in his corner, that Missy Hyatt, I'll tell you, if she had one more thought, it would be the first one. Scotty the Body thrown out hard down on the studio floor. Gilbert drops right out of the ring, stomps on him on the floor as referee Jerry Calhoun comes out to run him back inside the ring. Gilbert takes advantage. Big suplex over and down on the studio floor, and finally the referee makes Gilbert get back in the ring. Scotty the Body laid out on the floor. Gilbert dumped him out and then jumped down on him, then put the suplex and drops down with an elbow from the ring.
That's what say hello to my mom watching.
Oh, yeah, very funny. Calhoun trying to get him back in, and Gilbert picks him up, rolls him back under the bottom rope.
Nice guy. The guy fell down and he helped him back up.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. Helped him back up.
After a suplex on the floor by Eddie Gilbert.
Scotty firing back at him, whips Eddie Gilbert across the ring. Got in too quick.
Oh, he sure did. Eddie Gilbert, veteran that he is, waiting right there, and he just pulled the knees up and nailed Scotty the Body as his momentum was coming in there. Oh.
He threw the hot shot to him, dropped him right across that top rope. 1, 2, 3, and Scotty the Body ends up with a loss to Eddie Gilbert on CWA Wrestling here today. Oh, isn't that tender?
2 minutes, 6 seconds the time of the match.
2 minutes, 6 seconds. Scotty the Body bites the dust off of the hot shot by Eddie Gilbert. Timeout. We're going to be back with more action in just a moment. Wednesday night, Evansville Coliseum, son of a gun, you are going to love it. 6 matches in all, my friend, and I'm talking about things like Eddie Gilbert going against Ken Wayne, the Nightmare. Oh, by the way, a policeman will be searching Eddie Gilbert before he goes into the ring for that particular match, lumberjack strap match. Eddie Marlin going against Tommy Gilbert. Guys around the ring, let me tell you, they slip out on that. They're going to be back inside in a big hurry with those straps flying. A Southern Tag Team title match when Max Payne and gorgeous Gary Young will be defending against Jeff Jarrett and Billy Travis. Brother Ernest says if his boys don't win, he's going to throw $1,000 out to the crowd assembled at ringside. And a cage battle royal match. Oh boy, what a battle this is going to be. We're talking about a pole inside the cage, the key to the lock on the cage on top. Whoever can get it and leave alive will be the winner of the big cash money plus 20 Renegade points. All of that and more wins Tommy Gilbert right now. And, well, you had your meeting with Eddie Marlin, and I think you found out one thing. He's not as old, and there's still some fight in him right now.
Well, Lance, I'll have to agree. There's some fight. As you said, some fight. Because Eddie Marlin can't go out there and fight like he wants to, you know. He's got it up here, but whenever it comes to making the body move, it just don't go. Because you know what? I give him a whipping, Lance, just like he would have got years ago whenever we were partners, if Tommy Gilbert hadn't have been the one to charge in the ring, beat the guys off of him, and then Tommy Gilbert was the one that always took the beatings then. Eddie Marlin standing out on the apron like this here, oh my back, Tommy, save me, you stay in there as long as you can. Tommy Gilbert did it. Tommy Gilbert don't do it no more. Tommy Gilbert does what he wants to do. Eddie Marlin, you hear that? Listen to me good, because I do what I want to do. Do you understand? And I want you to understand, and everybody else, Calhoun, anybody else, I don't care, Frank Morrell, the referees here, anything, I'm going to do what I want to do out there, Lance. I have never told you a lie before. Whenever I tell you that I was going out there and do something, I'd do it. Okay, Eddie Marlin, what did I say? Okay, you come to the ring and we'll have it. We had it,
and I give you a whooping, man.
Yeah, you
I
ended
give
up
you a
taking off
Tennessee
that-
dog whipping. Do you understand?
A belt
I had you
whipping.
down on your hands and knees, crawling around like a dog. Do you understand? Do you hear me, Lance?
Yeah,
That's exactly what I done.
Well, he's going to do it just the way he wanted to. I guess he felt like running around there, and that's exactly what he did. Eddie Marlin comes out. Eddie's the one that's got a strap in his hand right now. Yeah, he's going to do it.
That shows you how much guts Mr. Tommy Gilbert's got. He's tough and he's bad when I'm down on the mat and he's got the belt in his hand. I got the belt right here. Come on out here now, Tommy Gilbert, and get some of the belt. You can have some of this, and if you can take it away from me, you can whip me with it. Now, he's talking about he's got a lumberjack match. He's got 5 or 6 of his friends outside.
Yeah, it's going to be a lumberjack strap match where the lumberjacks are going to have it in their hands.
Well, I may be old, but I still got 5 or 6 friends. They'll be out there, too. And Tommy Gilbert, when the going gets tough, he wants to jump out. Jump out. Let him put this strap across his back like he did mine. And if I go out, they can hit me. Tommy Gilbert, I'll get you. Don't you think I won't?
Well, I wouldn't say anything but watch this old dog right here. He's got
Show him this old dog can take his strapping, and I can still give some out, too.
Eddie Marlin comes out to intervene on a little action by Tommy Gilbert. I thought it was interesting. Tommy had said, "Oh, I do everything my way. Just tell everybody I'm going to do it my way." He must have decided he wanted to get it on. Okay, we're ready for some action. We have another Gilbert. Seems like they're everywhere.
They are everywhere. Doug Gilbert stepping into the ring right now, along with referee Jerry Calhoun. His opponent, here he comes, Nightmare Ken Wayne. This is going to be a one-fall 10-minute time limit match out of Memphis, Tennessee at 2:15. It is the Nightmare Ken Wayne. And from Lexington, Tennessee at 2:60, Doug Gilbert.
I think we remarked last week about the fact that when Ken Wayne was coming along and Eddie Gilbert at the same time, and we had the father-son team of Buddy Wayne and Ken Wayne and the father-son team of Tommy Gilbert and Eddie Gilbert. So Ken Wayne has got a little experience with the Gilberts in there, and here's the youngest of the group and the biggest, I might add, of the Gilberts.
That's Doug. Ken Wayne backs him into a corner. Jerry Calhoun says, hey, when a nice clean break. Well, he got it, but Ken Wayne came back after him with a right hand, and Doug Gilbert is steamed. Did you see what he did? He's telling the referee. He hit me with a fist.
Ken Wayne, the Nightmare. He's got a little bit more experience than this Gilbert has. That's for a fact.
Yeah, he does. Ken, with a right hand. Slides under. Picks up Doug Gilbert and body slams in. Down to the mat. Ken Wayne slowing down the tempo just a bit with an arm bar on the left arm. There is Doug Gilbert, 260 pounds. Back on his feet. Ken Wayne continues to bar the left arm. Doug Gilbert.
Ken is a very mobile young man. This guy can really get around, as you can see in there. And I think when we start doing a Renegade Rampage update, everybody will see Ken is tied with Jeff Jarrett in 4th place in the point totals right at the moment.
Ken has the advantage right now. He's got that arm pinned real well. It's pressure on the shoulder. Back up on his feet. Doug Gilbert backs him to the corner. Referee calls for a break. Ken Wayne reverses him into the turnbuckles and then grabs that arm again coming off of there.
Ken using that arm bar in there to set Doug up for something. I know the way his mind works, and he's got something in mind for the larger Doug Gilbert. Back on their feet. This time Doug rakes across the eyes, scoops him up. Carries him around the ring and slams him right dead in the middle of it. Doug Gilbert with a big elbow, and he's got a lot of beef behind that elbow. Again, picks the Nightmare up. Ken Wayne, way up in the air. Big, tall suplex on the Nightmare. Referee 1, 2, but Ken still has enough fire in there to kick his way out from the heavier Doug Gilbert and breaks it at the count of 2.
Somehow you could just figure he didn't quite have him. Ken Wayne, a lot of fight in him. Doug Gilbert picks him up halfway by the hair there.
Got him in a front face lock right now as Wayne is down on his knees being worked on by Doug Gilbert.
Difficult to tell from this angle, but I think Doug Gilbert was choking him with that hold. Off the rope. Ken Wayne dumps Doug Gilbert over his shoulder. Oh, come on, look out. That's going to end it. Eddie Gilbert jumps into the ring and jumps Ken Wayne. Ken Wayne looked like he was getting ready to go for a pin on Doug Gilbert, and here comes Eddie in there, the hot shot.
Ken is going to win it by disqualification as the 2 Gilberts. Look at this. He pumped a hot shot on Ken Wayne, dropped him across that top rope. And he also successfully got his brother disqualified in there as you enter the ring.
Hey, why don't you get that piece of garbage out of the ring right now? Huh?
Yeah. Why don't you see if you can't do it one-on-one instead of having the whole family involved?
Time on it was 3:37. Ken Wayne, the Nightmare, gets the win by disqualification.
Okay, Ken will put that one down as a win, even though by disqualification, and he'll remember it, Eddie Gilbert, from some time back. Time out, back in a moment. Wednesday night, Evansville Coliseum. It's all happening, my friends. 6 matches on the card, and boy, I mean some matches. Big cage battle royal on that last one. A lot of dough at stake and renegade points. We're going to have an AWA Southern Tag title defense. Max Payne and gorgeous Gary Young will be defending against the former champs, Jeff Jarrett, Billy Travis.
That's right, Lance. This is our first shot at Gary Young and Max Payne, and I know one thing. Myself and Billy are going to make the best of it. Because if we win those belts, not only do we get to become the champions, but we get to see Brother Ernest throw out $1,000 to the fans right there in Evansville. I'd love to see
money. You know, Lance, after that match, there's a cage battle royal, probably the first time ever in Evansville, Indiana. You know, it's $5,000 to the winner, folks, plus 20 renegade points. You know, the key's on top of the cage. The first person who gets it and gets out of the cage wins a $5,000. You know, Jeff, we might just split that money, get it together. How's that sound?
I'll tell you, it's going to take some teamwork to get out that door alive. Wednesday night in Evansville. Our CWA wrestling continues, and we'll be looking at a team that, well, I don't have to tell you, that explosion from the crowd lets you pretty well know how they feel about Billy Travis and Jeff Jarrett. Back together again, former Southern Tag Team champions. Exciting young team, and they have in their future a World Tag title shot. Billy, Jeff, how you doing, partner? Good to see you guys.
a lot of things going on.
Oh, boy, I'll tell you, and there are a bunch of things happening in here. The intervention of the Gilberts and all sort of things.
I don't know. Eddie Gilbert's out here running his mouth. I've watched Eddie Gilbert ever since I was about 10 or 11 years old, and he's come a long way, but he's out here saying he's going to be a legend killer. You know, me and Bill Dundee aren't the closest of friends, but I don't know who Eddie Gilbert thinks he is going to run. Bill Dundee are out of here, and they say he's going to run Jerry Lawler. When the day Jerry Lawler comes back, we'll see how much his mouth is talking then.
Yeah. I want him to keep reminding Lawler of all the things he did to him.
And myself and Billy, you know, we had a match against the Midnight Rockers, and yes, those guys are the world champions, and I think me and Billy learned a little lesson. The reason they are world champions, not only can they wrestle, but they'll do anything it takes to win a match. And next shot we get at them, I guarantee you, we're going to do everything it takes.
Well, you've got a match coming up, no time, no disqualification, Billy, and how is that going to fit? I mean, do you like that idea or dislike it?
You know, Lance, we asked for that match. They said they asked for it, but I guarantee you we're going to hold our own against the Rockers. We'd like to become the World Tag Team Champions. But there's one more thing I'd like to talk about. I know you people seen Brother Ernest Angel, right? Okay. Brother Ernest Angel says, if anybody can beat his boys, Max Payne and Gary Young, can get $1,000 thrown into the crowd. How would y'all like to have $1,000? You know, Lance, that's right. We would like to get a shot at those guys and just throw $1,000 into these good people and the good people at the matches.
Okay, well, we'll look for that in the future, but keep your mind on the Rockers right now. That's the big one. You got that coming up. Good luck to you in there. Okay, we're about ready to get into the ring. Yes, we've got a little tag action coming up right now. Well, that's certainly an R&R crew, David.
It is indeed. Stepping into the ring right now with Boss Winters in their corner. From parts unknown at a total of 424 pounds with some new bright wrestling tights, rough and ready. And going against them at a total of 438. From Lexington, Kentucky, Billy Travis. And from Hendersonville, Tennessee, Jeff Jarrett. This match will be one fall, 10-minute time limit. Jerry Calhoun will try to keep them separated.
Bell time. Billy Travis. Starting out for the team of Jarrett and Travis.
Down to the mat. Goes Rough. Tag made. Hey, a little double up here from Jeff and Billy. They go after both of them. Jeff Jarrett working on him. Over to the corner, makes the tag on his partner, Billy Travis. Billy up on the middle rope. Up in the air, a body slam. Billy Travis drops down to the lower leg. This may be it. Nope, count of one's all he got. Rupp still with some fight left in him. He throws Billy Travis back to the corner. Rough and ready. Make the change there after the tag. Really pretty as Billy Travis able to keep his balance and his wits about him. Boss Winters saw otherwise than a fine wrestling move. But we're not surprised at that, are we? Jeff Jarrett. High in the air, he dumped him over his back as he was coming back off the ropes.
We got him airborne with that backdrop. Way up. Body slam. Jeff Jarrett looking at Ruff down on the mat. Waits till he gets up. Billy Travis after the tag. 1, 2, 3, and that does it. Jarrett and Travis with the victory over Rough and Ready.
And Boss Winter took a shot there, too, at the end. 2 minutes, 11 seconds, the time on it.
We'll be back in just a moment.
Get to the Renegade Rampage trivia question.
I'm telling you, don't be messing around with that trivia question. You already ruined one of them. First, I want to do this is remind you of an update on the action that's taken place in the Renegade Rampage. Now, what we're talking about, my friend, is worth $250,000 in total prize money. It runs 18 weeks, will climax in June, and the winner is going to be a very, very wealthy person. We'll be telling you all about the trivia information in a moment. But first, going over the point totals on the Rampage at the present time.
Why isn't Eddie on there?
Well, the simple fact of the matter, Eddie hadn't been in enough matches to even qualify. He's down here in the bottom.
Everybody up.
There he is, right down there, and it's because he's beat everybody up, but he hadn't been in the Rampage. Max Payne is the leader, and Payne was our last leader. He still stays out in front. He's got 70 points in the Renegade Rampage. And in second place, his partner, former co-holders of the Southern Tag Team titles, Gorgeous Gary Young. Manny Fernandez in third place. The Nightmare Ken Wayne and Jeff Jarrett tied in fourth place. Superstar Bill Dundee in fifth place. Billy Travis then comes. Jimmy Jack Funk, Wildfire Tommy Rich at 30 points. Prince Samu, T. Joe Khan, who hasn't been here for a while, but he has still in there, got 25 points in it. The great giant Kokina, and Ron Bruce, and so on down the line. I'm not going to read the entire list from there down. But Payne, Young, Fernandez, Ken Wayne the Nightmare, Jeff Jarrett are the top 5 men in the Renegade Rampage points. So
That's thrilling.
You really would appreciate.
Wow.
You can understand $250,000. I don't think that will go by your head. Yeah. Oh, I see. Now it's
Nice
time.
hat.
Thank you. Now it's time for the situation where we are going to go into the Renegade. Don't put your hand on this, please, Missy. Now, you messed up one of our questions in there. This is the winner for a couple of weeks ago when we asked the question about who were the world champions, 4 of them who defended their titles in this area. This winning answer comes from Kathy Tomlinson in Bon Aqua, Tennessee. Bon Aqua, Tennessee, that's over in Middle Tennessee sometime. And she is our winner, and will receive the mugs and the T-shirts and all of that. But more important, she will be one of 18 weekly winners that will qualify for the big grand winner, who is going to get a trip to the finals for the Renegade Rampage. $500. All expenses will be flowing to it. And
Are they going to get to meet Ed McMahon, too?
Yeah. Well, maybe get to meet Missy Hyatt. How about that? Wouldn't that be better?
That'd be worth a lot more.
Yeah, sure. Let's take a look now. The 4 names that Kathy sent in as world champs who defended in this area: Nick Bockwinkel, Harley Race, Rick Martel, and Kurt Hennig. Those are all
Eddie
absolutely
Gilbert?
correct. Eddie Gilbert does not have the world title and never has had, and he doesn't qualify. Okay. Let's take a look at the trivia question for this week. First, we're going to ask you the question, then we'll give you the address on it. Please, now don't be even think about giving an answer. Name 2 tag teams made up of brothers who have held the Southern Tag titles. 2 tag teams made up of brothers who have held the Southern Tag titles. Okay, the address you send it to, you must have Renegades Rampage Trivia Contest. Send it to WMC 1960 Union Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, 38104. Once again, there's your address on the screen. WMC 1960 Union Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee.
Could that be,
That cannot be Doug and Eddie, because they've never held the Southern Tag titles. We've got in the ring, ready for some action in here. And let's get the rest of the competition in. So we brought you up to date on the Rampage. We've got the trivia question. Hope maybe that you'll be
I don't think the people are going to know 2 brothers that were tag teams.
We'll find out, and that's exactly why we have
Eddie
the
out
contest.
here, because I know he knows it.
Well, I'm glad you don't know it. Climbing in the ring now, the AWA World Tag Champions, Marty Jannetty, Shawn Michaels.
Missy, could you do most of the talking? Because this is an idiot here. Don't let him talk.
Okay.
I'm not believing this guy with these gloves
Yes, the
on.
Midnight Rockers, the AWA World Tag Team Champions.
This is a 1-fall, 10-minute time limit match, as the Zebra Warriors out of parts unknown will be facing the AWA World Tag Champions, Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels. Referee Jerry Calhoun getting the jackets off, and we're ready. Okay, just for you, Marty. We'll let Missy do all of the commentary here.
Yeah, I think they're a whole lot better than those goofball Rock and Roll Express.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Well, I guess you're entitled to your opinion, Missy.
Those Rock and Roll Express, those like little kids.
Zebra Warriors, 1 and 2. Going in, Marty Jannetty slipping out of the corner. Shawn Michaels backs Zebra Warrior number 1 across the ring, pounds him with an elbow.
I think that little guy just got lucky there.
You think that's what it was?
That's
By
what it
golly,
was.
everybody has a little luck every now and then, Missy. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty have had Janetti making comments about our folks who are in attendance at our championship wrestling today.
I know. Y'all need to... You could spruce up the place and get some new people out here, but I don't know if they have any.
You noticed the
decent
Zebra
people.
Warrior had a little more luck as he made a nice hit.
No, I didn't notice that. I'm trying not to.
Shawn Michaels, Zebra Warrior, takes him over and down, and the Warrior has an armbar on Shawn Michaels.
I think the only problem is the Midnight Rockers must have rocked a little bit too late last night.
You think that could be it?
That's what it is.
Well, there's some colorful commentary coming from Missy Hyatt, who is in here with us as our guest commentator today.
I know it's all those cards and letters that the station received. That's why I'm out here now.
I can promise you I've been wondering why you were out here, and now I know.
Everybody loves me.
Warrior is still doing a good job with Shawn Michaels in there, and Janetti just run back out of the ring by the referee. From a lady who has all of the fashion news, I want to know, what is this, a new fashion that Marty Jannetty has these gloves on? How would you comment on that, Missy?
I don't know. That's something that I guess he just found somewhere. Something new, something different.
Yes, it is a little different. We'll say that.
He might have something on his hands.
Well, that could be too. Yeah. Shawn Michaels.
Ooh.
What a close
Where's his head? I think his head just rolled off the mat and on the floor. Where's it at?
He blitzed him with that one. Really caught him with a clothesline, and the Zebra Warrior snapped Merritt over the shoulder in a reverse face lock.
Talking about fashion, I'd like to know what those Zebra Warriors, what's sticking up out of their masks? Is that Brillo pads?
That is to simulate the mane on the head as it runs down the back there. Rather classy-looking mask, don't you think?
I'd like to get a lawnmower.
Oh, me. Zebra Warrior facing Marty Jannetty as number 2 comes back in, and Jannetty pounding away, tags his partner, Shawn Michaels. From behind, a knee to the back. Zebra Warrior popped in, double whip, double knee. They pick him up, and a double DDT.
I've never seen that before. That's great. That should be over for this little guy.
You shouldn't have seen it that time. 1, 2, 3. That's going to be it. And so the world champions, not unexpected, come through with a relatively easy win over a game, but not capable Zebra Warrior team that just weren't ready to go against the world champions, the Midnight Rockers. Well, Missy, thank you for being here.
I'm going to stay here.
We're not. We're going to take
we'll be
time.
right back.
We'll be back in just a moment. Wednesday night, Evansville Coliseum, son of a gun, you are going to love it. 6 matches in all, my friend, and I'm talking about things like Eddie Gilbert going against Ken Wayne, the Nightmare. Oh, by the way, a policeman will be searching Eddie Gilbert before he goes into the ring for that particular match, lumberjack strap match. Eddie Marlin going against Tommy Gilbert. Guys around the ring, let me tell you, they slip out on that. They're going to be back inside in a big hurry with those straps flying. A Southern Tag Team title match when Max Payne and gorgeous Gary Young will be defending against Jeff Jarrett and Billy Travis. Brother Ernest says if his boys don't win, he's going to throw $1,000 out to the crowd assembled at ringside. And a cage battle royal match. Oh boy, what a battle this is going to be. We're talking about a pole inside the cage, the key to the lock on the cage on top. Whoever can get it and leave alive will be the winner of the big cash money plus 20 Renegade points. All of that and more Wednesday. We're going to be in the ring here in just a moment. We'll be seeing Max Payne and gorgeous Gary Young as they will be in action in here. Former Southern Tag Team champions, and you remember, as we've said before, about that blistering upset that took place with Ron and Don Bruce. Here they come with Brother Ernest Angel. Oh,
What about it, Brother Lance?
Well, all I can say is you got your guys
You
ready
ain't
to
got
go.
nothing to say, Lance. We got issues with Jeff Jarrett and Billy Travis. Who's Billy Travis and Jeff Jarrett? Come out here right now and deal with us, baby. That's what we want to talk about. Where are they now? They can't handle. They couldn't handle anybody. They couldn't handle a 90-year-old lady. Brother Ernest, tell them about it. Talk to them, Ernest.
That's what I say. I've got the top boys. What? They'll pull that darn. My boys are as wild as they come. What? They are the best. They are the top. They have the power of the book behind them.
Replace you too, man. Somebody else a lot better than you. A lot nicer than you. Someone that you respect our talents. I'm fed up with you.
Respect is something maybe you guys could take a little lesson in.
Let's go. That's all we care about. I want to turn people.
There they go. Look at them.
Come out here. That's all we care about.
Okay, well, get them out here and let's get it underway. As gorgeous Gary Young goes to the ring, Max Payne goes to the ring, and we have our final match. It'll be coming up here right now. Young's already in the ring. Payne is in the ring. Let's get it underway.
They say they're ready to go. It's an expiration of time match here. We're ready if we can get referee and opponents out here. You see there that
Let me say this just a minute.
a letter.
Wait just a minute. I've got a letter I need to read these people. I've got a letter right here I need to read. It says, Dear Brother Ernest, I'm a 70-year-old widow who lost my husband 6 years ago. Since that time, I don't get out much, and I find myself watching a lot of television. Wrestling is my favorite show. But I used to watch Brother Baker and Sister Tammy until they were both taken off the show. Then I watched Brother Jimmy, and he was taken off. It seems like the televangelists are dropping like flies. I think that's because they're all opening their flies. And now, Brother Ernest, you're all I have to turn to. I believe you have the power to clean up professional wrestling, like you say. And in the past, I have sent the money to Brother Baker and Brother Jimmy, and now all I've got in return was a form letter asking me for more money. Brother Ernest, I believe in you, and that you return my donation to the wrestling the way it's come back to me tenfold. So enclosed is my donation for $1,000. I know it's not much, but it's all I can do, and I'll send a whole lot more later. I believe in your wrestling cause, Sister Mattie. There's the proof, friends, of the wrestling cause that we have.
Okay, let's get it going up here. We're about out of time in here.
It's an expiration of time match. This is Doug Dancing, his partner, Ricky Nelson, in the corner, starting against Big Max Payne. Max Payne out of Salt Lake City, Utah. His partner, gorgeous Gary Young out of Houston, Texas. Doug Dancing in there now from Arkansas. Up in the air he goes. And that huge Max Payne drops down on him. This guy is some kind of wrestler, and he is big and solid. Max Payne with a forearm, hammer dancing down to the mat, over into the boot of gorgeous Gary Young. Gary Young with a drop kick. This Young is also big. We've mentioned before, it's just that he stands next to Max Payne and he doesn't look as big, but boy, he is tall and has good weight on him too. Look at this. Ooh, the two of them. Doug Dancing we've had here a couple of times before on Championship Wrestling.
Well, I'll tell you, this Payne, he is in the Bam Bam Bigelow category.
Exactly.
Big and rough. Man, I'm telling you. Rough and rugged.
Oh, no.
Dancing.
Joined at the table here.
More exciting. Have you ever seen anything more exciting?
Yes.
Cover by Max Payne. He gets a 2 count and decides not to go for the pin.
There's no use to stop yet. He's still having fun.
He's having fun at the expense of young Doug Dancing, who he just is hanging up in the air there. Now,
we go. That's
big
what we like
body
to see.
slam.
That's what we like to see.
Bag made on Gary Young. He comes off the middle rope. There's a cover. It counts at 2. It's 3. That's it. 2 minutes, 1 second, and the victory in this fall goes to Max Payne and gorgeous Gary Young.
We got to take time out. We'll be back in just a moment. Gary Young, Max Payne, there wasn't too much doubt, you know, from the beginning in there.
No,
they're just, you know.
Well, a promising young team, especially when you look at Ricky Nelson. However, they are a young team. I think that's the key. And also, they were giving away lots of weight. They were giving away over 100 pounds. Looks like 106 pounds to the team of Max Payne and gorgeous Gary Young. And you put all those things together, and they just didn't really have a chance to get it going.
Payne had him down there for the 1-2, and as you pointed out, he could have pinned him, but instead of doing that, he picked him up and just kept on punishing him and doing it and doing it and doing it. So they come out the winner in that. Listen, I want to be certain that everybody got a couple of things, and I wasn't too sure because Missy Hyatt was out as our guest commentator during the period of time. I wanted to quickly just run over, and I'm not going down the list of the Renegade points as they are right now, except for the top 5. I wanted to say that Max Payne is still leading it. Max has 70 points. He's 23 points out in front of the closest one.
I was going to say he has a commanding lead, but it's early. This goes till June, so there's
18 total weeks and goes to June.
But right
you know,
now,
what we were talking about last week is that these matches that they're having right now are just as important as the ones in the last week. It's funny how you get into a baseball season or something like that, and you don't even think, well, the first week we still got time to come back and all that kind of thing. You don't, but the games that you win right there are just as important as the last week you play.
Still, it's that total at the end, and the early ones count just as much as the late ones.
Well, Max Payne does have the early lead as we are early into it. In the top 5, it's Max Payne, gorgeous Gary Young, who is his distant second, Manny Fernandez, the Bull, and tied are Ken Wayne, the Nightmare, and Jeff Jarrett. That's the way they stand in the top 5 of the Renegade Rampage. Total of $250,000 for that 18-week promotion. Now, I want to also ask you the trivia question again, because I just kept sitting here waiting on pins and needles, and I probably wasn't even making sense in it because I thought she was going to blurt it out like she did last week. Here is the question. All you have to do is put it on a card. We'll give you the address and the information. Send that card in to the proper address, and if you have the correct answer, all correct answers will be put into a hopper. One will be drawn, and that weekly winner will be awarded a prize of 6 Renegade mugs and T-shirts and caps and nice weekly prize. But the biggest thing is that your name will qualify as one of the 18 finalists for the grand champion of the Renegade Rampage. And that champion, among other things, will be flown to the site of the Renegade Finals. And in addition to that, will be given $500 spending money and accommodations and food and that sort of thing. Should be a whale of a night when that comes up, but that's a long way off. Okay, name 2 brother teams that held the Southern Tag titles. Now the address, Renegade Rampage Trivia Contest, WMC, 1960 Union Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, and that zip code is 38104. We've kind of dwelled on that, but I want to be sure that you had it and be fair to everybody that they got it, because I wasn't really absolutely certain what I said, was you?
Well, I think you did it well, but I think it's good we recap there. And it's not just brothers who have been tag teams, it's brothers who have held the Southern Tag Team titles. That's very important.
Good point. So think of 2 brothers that held the Southern Tag titles. Send it in. We hope maybe you win. We got to get out of here.
Yes, we
get
did.
More action.
See you next week.
Till avoid Dave Brown, Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of Championship Wrestling.